You know them videos that pop up at the end of another video in a box that looks something like this, or a big subscribe button? Well, that's known as an end screen, and they're a really important part of growing your YouTube channel. The reason they're so important is the more time people spend watching your channel, the more Lord YouTube loves you. It'll put you in front of more people, more suggested views, it will put you higher in search, which means basically you'll get more views and grow your channel. But you need to keep them watching your content for as long as possible. So here's how to make an end screen. So the first thing you need to do is log in and go to your YouTube studio. Then hit videos and select the video you want to add an end screen to. Then go down to the editor. Click add an end screen and then select your template. The circle you see is the subscribe button and the rectangle will be the videos that you add. You can move the subscribing video to appear where you like. Ideally, you'll have made a custom end screen for your video, which we'll look more into next, because if you've not, this all sits over the video and it doesn't look great. Now, we always want a subscribe button here, so that's going to be a standard. What we do need to make a decision on is what video shows at the end of your content. Now, you've got a few options: most recent, best for viewer, or specific. Go to specific for the first choice. If your video that you've posted is about how to post a video to YouTube, let's say, and you've got another one that's called how to share a YouTube video to get more views, it's going to be the type of thing your viewer will want to hear and maybe watch next. It's a content journey, so make the next step easy and ensure you get more of those vital viewing minutes. The second best option is to let YouTube decide what you do. You can select best for viewer for this. This will work out what it thinks the viewer will like of yours, but it might not be as accurate. Then there's more recent uploads. I don't really see this as an option worth using often, well, if ever, but correct me if it works for you in the comments. So that's how to add them, but you don't want a poorly designed end screen like the one I show you. You want to create one that's really obvious or branded and looks great. So here's how. Option 1, shoot the end of your video so you reference the end screen, point at where it might be and talk about why they should watch it. That's going to have the most impact. Option 2, create a branded card you can use every time and leave spaces where you can put the subscribe in the video. Now, if you have Photoshop, you can do something funky, or you could just use free software like Canva, or even just make it in your video editing software. There are templates you can use to get the sizes lined up. We'll pop a few in a link down the bottom in the description. No matter how you make it, you then got to actually add it to the end of your video in the editing software before you export the thing. And this means making 2 versions if you want to repurpose the video on another platform, like Facebook for example. Otherwise, there'll just be a big blank space. Now you need to bear in mind that your end screen needs at least 10 seconds of space at the end of your video. I'm not too keen on making them last forever, and here's why. Some people recommend 20 seconds. If your video is short and it goes on for that long, and people switch off as soon as they see it, which they often will once the video comes to a natural end, it will hit your viewer retention time, and that's bad news for growing your channel. Now upload to YouTube and go through the process we talked you through earlier in the video. Then you'll have something that looks like this. So if you found that video helpful, then I'd recommend you check out this video here, which is all about how to upload a video properly to YouTube, just to make sure that you're getting things right, because there are quite a few things to consider. But otherwise, join us on our YouTube channel building journey and hit subscribe just here.